Hey there, Aries. Welcome back to my channel. Today we've got a little reading for you. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if this reading resonates with you, please be sure to leave me a comment. All right, so for what's crossing you this week, we have betrayal, deception, the Seven of Swords, which is a man who is carrying a bunch of swords and he is dropping them left and right. He's looking over his shoulder. He looks like he's trying to get away with murder. So this is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Watch out for these crafty little ones. And this is all about deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, controlling. This could be someone who's lying straight to your face, someone who's trying to ensnare you, a snake. Manipulative, intentions are secretive, and they definitely could be trying to pull a fast one on you there. If it's you that is trying to pull a fast one, better watch out, because that can definitely come back on you. All right, so your narcissist card is the addict, and this is all about substance abuse and narcissistic abuse, transactional relationships. Rehabilitation does not help. Self-righteous narcissists, poorly emotionally regulated. They use drugs to give them a high to push through social anxiety. Instead of judging someone for who they are, they blame drugs. Okay, so there's a reward system for dopamine response, and this is basically how it works. They can't regulate themselves, their emotions, so they choose to use drugs in order to try to regulate their emotions. And they may be rationalizing it, paralyzed by hope. This is the people that have to deal with the person who is an addict. They won't commit to treatment. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This is what they need to do to overcome, okay? Commit to treatment. They may have had adolescent issues when they were younger. Malignant narcissist stimulates disinhibiting, fortify grandiosity by using drugs to prop up their ego. All right, so this is Dr. Romani. She gives quite a bit of information about, how to cope with, if you are either on drugs, trying to get off of drugs, or if you're just dealing with someone and you are trying not to be an enabler, which is a very real problem. And the worst thing is, a lot of people don't realize that they're enabling folks. They don't realize that the people that they're enabling even have a problem sometimes. All right, so it looks like the good news is, even though you better be careful, because if you're dealing with a narcissist who has a drug addiction and you've got this card where somebody's running away, like they're getting away with murder, you better be careful, okay? And it also says that you're going to be coming to the ending of a long project. Maybe that'll give you the opportunity to open up something new. Start something new. All right, in your recent past, we've got the World card, which has two people on the front, and they're in love, and they're like hugging. And then it's got all the, the cups and the pentacles and every single sign. It's got there on the front of the card. So this is the ending of a long voyage, and it's upright. It's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is Capricorn, which is I use, and it's a cardinal earth sign. So this is the person that has the mark of God masculine versus feminine, a life lesson, an opportunity, an acknowledgement of all that you have done. So if there's someone who's done a lot for you in your life, and maybe you haven't acknowledged it yet, make sure that you give them their due diligence, as well as show people that you love, that you really truly love them, and that maybe that they're the world to you. All right, so for your recent past, right next to the World card, we've got the Narcissistic card, which is paranoid personality disorder. This might crop up in suspicions of infidelity, distrustfulness. People can even use cameras and, kind of push in on your privacy and your emotional state. So how can you tell if you're dealing with a narcissist? They are oftentimes bored. They oftentimes devalue you. And rejection is planned when the rejection is because the narcissist can no longer control their partner. So, so if you are dealing with a narcissist, and all you pretty much have to do is just show them that you're not going to be controlled anymore, and they pretty much will discard you, or at least that's what most people say on the internet. I don't know if that's true. But it looks like what you can do is your manifestation card, the Oracle card says to evolve. Evolution of the consciousness. Your unconscious or subliminal mind. You can reprogram your own mind. Evolve from claws and horns. Control your demons. Test the waters. Watch out for the frozen lake. All right. So we also have the 10 of Wands, which depicts a man who is holding far too many swords. See all the, not swords, wands. He's holding too many wands. He's trying to hold up the burdens of too much responsibility. If you're looking for an answer for this reading, the answer is no. Bad end to a bad cycle, pitted against each other. It's finally over. Okay. For your narcissist card, we've got hypersensitive. So you have to be super careful not to let yourself fall into this trap of hypersensitivity. Not only can it stifle your growth, but it can also destroy good relationships. Okay? And Mother Earth. All right? So Mother Earth is basically just like Gaia, or whenever I think of Mother Earth, I feel like this is a sign that you need to be grounded. Mother Earth is reaching out to you and telling you to get grounded. So if you're not grounded, then the best thing that you can do is, detox and come back to one. Sorry about my phone dinging off all crazy over here. So for your final outcome, we've got kind of a sad card here, okay? So this is the 5 of Pentacles, and it shows a man who is homeless, and he's looking down with his wife. He's got a broken leg, and he's walking right past the church, and he doesn't realize that that's safe haven for him. And so he doesn't even look up to notice that he's walking in front of a church. But this can also mean that you're not asking for help from the people who owe you, people who actually are willing to help you, people who are right there in front of you. You're not even looking up to notice that there is readily available help. All right. And your final outcome is for your narcissist card. You're the only one who thinks that. So if you go to somebody, and I would say definitely like a lover or someone that you care about very much, and you just kind of tell them, hey, I've been having this problem with you, and it's really getting to the cusp of the situation, and they refuse to compromise the situation. They refuse to work with you. They don't want to, work it out. Then basically, that's kind of a narcissistic trait. That's a sign that, they don't care what you think. They're going to do what they want to do, okay? They're going to be the guide in the situation. And your final card, which is the Oracle card, is Pay Pig. So a Pay Pig is like if you find yourself in a really big bind. Like, say, for example, your car breaks down and you don't have any money because you just bought all these parts for your car. So you take your car to somebody and you're like, hey, can you fix my car even though I don't have any money? And they'll be like, sure, I can do that for you. But then you're indebted to them. And you gotta be really careful with this situation because they may ask you to come work for them. And in that situation where you're working for somebody that you owe money to, sometimes they take advantage of the situation. So you got to be really careful for that, because when you get yourself in that situation where you always owe money to the person that you're making money from, then it can keep you, it can stifle your growth. It can keep you from getting ahead in life because you're always one step behind trying to, make up that money that you owe already. So you definitely don't want to go into a situation owing money, especially if it's to like a company and they don't really, they don't give you any money. So if they're not giving you any money and you're still working, that's kind of like a half and half thing. They should at least give you half of your paycheck and then put the rest of it towards what they owe you. They can't starve you, but a lot of folks do not. So make sure that you're wary of just how broken you might become if you get yourself into a situation like this. Don't ever feel like there's not any other options, because there usually are plenty of other options. And you just might feel like, there is no hope, but don't worry, there's always another option. And if you do find yourself in this situation, I highly suggest that you get a couple jobs to get out of the situation as soon as possible. All right. Well, it has been so nice talking to you today, Aries, and you have a wonderful day, and be sure to come back and see me. If you do want to support my channel, which I did set up my Patreon account, you can look at the link below, and I will definitely have a link there for my Patreon account. And if you did decide that you wanted to subscribe to my Patreon account, which is a monthly subscription of whatever you choose, there's higher and lower amounts of money that you can pay me monthly, and I will give you a free reading when you join, as well as you will be able to get the readings before anyone else has an opportunity to see them. And thank you so much for your time. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.